What's up guys, how you doing? If you haven't been to my channel before, my name's Flip Scrub. I'd really appreciate if you subscribed. Today we're going to be doing the passing of time. So Edelkrone Home Alone Challenge 2. It's actually not the second one, but it's the second one I'm going to be doing. And we're going to be using an IKEA glass and some Twinings Infusio tea. It's kind of cranberry and raspberry. It comes out all reddish. It looks really beautiful. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be doing a time lapse. So not your classic clouds across the sky. We're going to be doing the time lapse of the tea infusing into the clear water, which looks absolutely stunning, I have to say, because I've been watching it the last few days. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be using the SlideONE version 2 Pro and the head one. I am going to be using the Sony a7R3 to get really high-res photos. And on top of it, we are going to be using the Carl Zeiss Jenna. It's the 50mm 2.8. The reason for this is because I don't want to distort the glass too much, but I want to be quite close. And the Carl Zeiss Jenna goes up to 35 centimeters for a 50mm lens. So that is absolutely awesome. I'm using the K&F Concept M42 to Sony adapter to get this on. What you will need is you will need the time-lapse shutter release cable to attach it to your SlideONE, to your camera, and obviously two LP-E6 batteries. I did not turn the light on. That's better. I mean, it's 10 o'clock, so you gotta forgive me. So we're gonna do that now. The water is just boiled. So I'm going to show you guys how I do this, and then I'm going to post it on Instagram, and hopefully we're going to get one of those jib ones and head ones. Head pluses. I got a head one. Yeah, let's do this. Right guys, so I have my A7R3 with the Carl Zeiss set at 5.6, ISO is at 100, and my shutter speed is going to be 1/5 of a second. It's set up on a Manfrotto tripod, so it's nice and stable. I have the tea bag in there, like 1/3 of the way in on the glass, just to set focus on this guy. I am going to keep my softbox on, and I'm also going to turn this Yongnuo light on with the orange filter, just to create this kind of beautiful effect. So it's going to be this kind of warm, cold effect in the glass. Yeah, that's about it. On the slider, I have set pose 1 right on the edge, pose 2 on the other edge, so it's going to be this little parallax. There isn't much to parallax because there's nothing behind the actual glass to parallax it, but I just want it to kind of sweep around the glass as the tea infuses inside. I have set the time lapse for 12 minutes, which should be sufficient for this tea to infuse inside the glass. And so that means it gives a play time of 15 seconds, perfect for Instagram. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, you can do dynamic intervals here, you can do ramping here, but I'm just going to keep it really simple. It's going to be, you know, arty-farty. Yeah, let's go do this. What I'm going to do right now is pour the water in first, because I found this is the best way to do it. And then the bag should really infuse in the water. Wait a sec, let me just get this wet. All right, tea bag is now wet. Let's press start. And let's drop it in there. And now that should infuse in a completely different way. Now I'm going to move away very, very slowly, just so not to make any noise or shadows. And let's let that do its thing. Right, now as this is coming towards an end, it is on 91%. The tea bag hasn't fallen completely, so that looks pretty cool. We're going to jump into Final Cut Pro, and I'm going to show you how to edit it into a time-lapse, so you can export it as a time-lapse. So now that we have that done, we're going to jump quickly into the computer, and I'm going to show you how to make a timeline into a film. And it's really, really simple. So we're in Lightroom right now, and this is one of the images. I've specially chosen one where it's a little bit red already. I've already cropped it in, so 16:9. I've made it so that the glass is perfectly in the middle. And what I've done here is I've taken the exposure down a little, put the contrast up about 40. The highlights I've put up a little bit, just to give it that little bit of a glow. And the blacks I've taken down quite a bit. I've also added a bit of texture, clarity, and vibrance just to give it a bit of zoomp. I also down here I've added the red luminance really high, as you can see, up to 55. The other thing I've done is I've also added a brush on here, just so that if we zoom a little bit forward, you can see if we click on the brush, that's about the size of the brush right there. I've let it overlap a little bit just because I like the background that it's glowing a little bit as if there was a light going right through it. But I've added it just so it's not pure black, but you can see the color inside that T. Now after exporting all of these, we go into Final Cut Pro, and I've already done the library, made the event, and I've created the project. And you just right click here and import media. And we're going to take all these photos that I've just exported from Lightroom, and the files will process for import. Now that we have all those photos imported into Final Cut Pro, you're going to press on the first one and press Command A to select all of them. Now drag them down to your timeline, and you're going to have a bunch of photos, which is a lot. The best thing to do now is to press Control D and press 1. That will change all those clips into 1 frames. So as you can see, it's got a lot smaller. Now to make this a little bit more manageable, what we're going to do now is press Option G, and it's going to turn it into a compound clip. There you go. That is now 1 clip, not 300 separate photos. So as you can see, we can see the whole time lapse right there, and it looks, I gotta tell you, that looks pretty good. Now, I don't really want to do anything else to it. It is perfect how it is. I've done what I needed to do in Lightroom, so all I'm going to do now is go to the top right hand side and press Apple devices 1080p, settings, yep, that all looks great, and press next and export it. And that's really it. That is how you make a time lapse with your Edelkrone slider. It is really simple. The Edelkrone slider mainly does everything for you. Just set up the beginning, the end, and that's really it. If you guys have any questions about making time lapses or anything else with Edelkrone sliders, just drop them in the comments below, and I'll catch you on number 4. Wait, yep, number 4. You guys have a great day. See you later.